Bipolar disorder, also known as manic depression, causes serious shifts in moods, energy, thinking. You may think it only affects certain ages. Well, it can be genetic, as in it can run in your family. It normally starts to show between the ages of 15 and 24. I started showing my signs of bipolar around the age of 19. It was until I was at the age of 22 it really started affecting me. At age 25, I was diagnosed with bipolar manic depression. Not only do I have bipolar manic depression, I also deal with anxiety and multiple personality disorder, which is also known as DID, which is where the disorder may first manifest at any age. Individuals with DID may have a post-traumatic symptoms such as nightmares, flashbacks, or post-traumatic stress disorder. My signs of DID started around the age of 19, due to the death of my father who passed away when I was 17. From that point on in my life, I started getting older and my disorder signs really started to show more and more as the years passed. I'm going to be making separate videos talking about each disorder in the future to help those who also suffer with this disorder to understand their conditions a little bit better, and maybe some techniques to help with these disorders that I have learned along the way. Now, I do want to stop here and go ahead and put my disclaimer in. I want to go ahead and say this video is, I am not a doctor, I am not a psychologist, a psychiatrist, I am not any of those. I am just a normal person who has bipolar depression, and I am sharing my experience with you. So please do not take anything I say and run with it. This is just me saying, hey, this is what I have done, this is what I have learned, and I'm sharing with you guys. So I do not want anybody to think that, hey, just because I have it and this is how it affects me, that's how it's going to affect you and that's how you're going to deal with it, because everybody is different and they deal with things differently. And this is a serious disorder, so if you have any idea of somebody who has it, or maybe you have it and you suspect that you have it, please, I am begging you, go to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, go to your local hospital and talk to somebody, because this is a serious condition that can lead to suicidal thoughts and actual suicide attempts. So it is not something to be taken lightly. It is a serious disorder that you need to be serious about. Hopefully this video helps somebody else out. Now that you have a better idea what this video is about, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the bipolar manic disorder that is on the depression side. Like I said, I have it. I have in the past been ashamed that I have this condition. I used to try to hide it to everybody that knew me. I was ashamed that I had this. And to be honest, I can hide it pretty well from the common eye. Only those who are extremely close to me can tell I have bipolar manic depression. This condition also can make you feel lost to yourself. So let's go ahead and talk about the signs of bipolar manic depression. If you feel you might have it, make an appointment like I said and get checked for it. It's better to know if you have it or not so you can be treated and know how to deal with this disorder so you can live a more normal life. Okay, so some of the symptoms of a depressive mood episode may include, now I'm saying they may include, they could not include all of these, and they could include even more. So I mean, these are just some of the things that may be included into an episode that you could be having. Your energy, activity levels, sleep patterns, behaviors. Bipolar disorder often results in poor job performance, trouble in school, damaged relationships. People who have very serious untreated cases of bipolar disorder sometimes commit suicide. Like I said, this is a very serious condition, and if you ever feel suicidal, please talk to someone. There is so many hotlines you can reach out to and get help. I will link some more information about those hotlines and where you can seek help at in the description below. So please, if you feel at all any of those emotions, as in suicide or suicidal, or you know somebody who is, please contact one of these numbers and talk to somebody, because it's very important to understand that for me, bipolar is, I don't want somebody to take offense to this, because I don't take offense to it and I don't want it to be offensive. So I'm just going to say it how I feel, and I'm so sorry if this offends somebody, but I feel that when we have these manic episodes, that it's all in our head. And as easy as it is to say, hey, it's just in our head, we can deal with it, that being in our head just controls everything. So I mean, you have to have the willpower and the acknowledgement of, hey, I have this problem. Hey, I am getting to the point where I need help. So if you're to that point, just seek help. Do not be ashamed to seek help, because there is people who suffer this, and you have to be strong enough to know when you need help. So, people with bipolar disorder experiences intense emotional states referred to as mood episodes, as I had mentioned. Now, these are feelings of emptiness or worthlessness, loss of interest in once pleasurable activities, behavior changes, fatigue or low energy, problems with concentration, decision making, and forgetfulness. Now, see, one of my problems is when I'm having an episode, and I'm not going to lie to you, you are my viewers, my friends, and my positive vibe family, and that's why I want to make this video. I have recently, in the past month, have been starting to go through my episode. It started out as a very extreme where I was posting videos daily. I had so much energy. I had so many great ideas, and I was just posting, and I was just full of it. And then it hit me a low after my high, and my low had took me down to my manic stage where I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was pushing people away. I didn't want to spend time with anybody. I didn't want to focus on anything. I just wanted to lay and sleep. And I had no interest in anything at all. So that was me having my low, but a side effect of my low is I have a problem with speaking very, very fast, and I have a problem with pronouncing my words properly. It's like my mind's racing to the point that I know what I want to say, but my voice can't keep up with what my mind's wanting it to say. So, I mean, that's just one of my side effects of it. So anyway, let's get back onto this. As we had mentioned, fatigue and low energy. If you have a problem of concentration, decision making, and forgetfulness. Restlessness and irritability. See, I'm having my problem right now. Well, anyway, so just deal with me, because this is why I have not wanted to make videos for, the past week, because I've been, having my episode. Well, anyway, you have changes in eating or sleeping habits. You also have long periods of intense joy and excitement, extreme feeling of being weird. Now, I often tell people I just feel really weird. I feel weird. I just don't feel myself. My big go-to phrase is, I'm me, but I'm not. That is what I say all the time. I'm like, I don't feel like me right now. And another sign is easily being distracted, having racing thoughts, speaking very quickly, often so fast others are unable to keep up, taking one or more new projects than you can actually handle, and aggressively goal-directed. So, I mean, you're wanting to reach all these goals and you have no patience. I have no patience at all when I am in one of these episodes. So, I mean, I want stuff like right now. And having little need for sleep. Yes, I was going through a time when I was going through my high of it that I did not want to sleep. I didn't really eat that much. And now when I'm going through my low, all I want to do is eat and sleep. So, I mean, it's really complete opposites from my high and my low. And then you have unrealistic beliefs about one's abilities, participating in impulsive or high-risk behaviors such as gambling or spending sprees, unsafe sex, or making unwise investments. Some people with bipolar disorder may experience hypermania. Hypermania means under mania, and symptoms are very similar to mania, but less severe. The biggest difference between the two is that symptoms of hypermania generally do not impair your life. Okay, that's good. But manic episodes can lead to hospitalization. Now, I do have manic episodes. I have never been hospitalized for them, thankfully. I have went to countless psychiatrists and psychologists. I have tried multiple medications over the years. I have not found either to help my condition, unfortunately. I do deal with this on my own and have people in my life who support me and who are there for me and understand that I do have these conditions, and to keep me from, dealing with them on my own, I have people that I can, talk to and rely on to help me get through my episodes. I have learned each person is different. Not two people will react or deal with bipolar the same way. I have realized my lows and extreme lows come after a very extreme high. I can normally predict when I am going into this mood, and I can plan for it. It's so mind-blowing to me. I can feel myself fall into these moods, but I can't stop them nor control them. My disorder has greatly impacted my life and my relationships and my everyday living. There can be times I can be as normal as someone without this condition. Then there's times I just wake up one morning and bam, I'm in a funk, I'm in this low, and I can't get out of it. I have to just ride it out until it eventually passes. I have never had suicidal thoughts, and again, I want to stress, if you ever do have suicidal thoughts, please seek help. There is people who can help you. I recently just turned 27 with the holidays, and that stress alone, I went into a manic low. I was depressed. No matter what happened, I would look at it negatively. I would be sad and just really depressing to be around. I would pick arguments with those close to me, push people away, and actually pick and nag so much that I would start fights so that I could be in an argument with them rather than them be happy. And that's not good when you get like that. And I just wanted to isolate myself and just sleep. I had no interest in making videos, and as you know if you watch my channel, I was posting videos every day, 2 videos a day. I mean, I was just bam, bam, bam. But I had no interest in anything, since this low hit. I could not focus, nor could I properly talk clearly at times. That is one of my signs when I begin to have problems talking clearly, talking fast, and having problems more than normal with pronouncing words properly. I also vary from each episode. Sometimes I will not want to eat at all, and to the points I want to force myself to eat. And it'll just go to times where I just want to eat, and I can gain like 10 pounds in a month. So, I mean, my moods are rarely the same when an episode hits. I can also tell you right now, I cannot predict when one's going to hit. I do have more episodes when I am under stress, and I am not in a positive environment. So, with that being said, if things are not positive and everything's depressing, or if I'm around something that is stressing me out, it will put me into a small mood or it will put me into a complete episode. And that just really varies on the situation. So, and I have noticed that with this condition, I am very sensitive. Like, my feelings get hurt very easily, and I don't necessarily want to address when my feelings get hurt. So I let them build up, and then I explode. So I do have a lot of sensitivity when I am in one of these episodes. So you kind of have to like tiptoe around me to keep me from getting upset or aggravated with you, and I'll just pop off. But again, that is bipolar. My moods are rarely the same when an episode hits. Like I said, I just have no clue when they're going to hit. I do feed off others' moods. So if I'm around somebody who is sad and depressed, I will be sad and depressed. Having this condition is not fun whatsoever, but it also doesn't mean it's the end of the world. I have been dealing with my condition for many years now. I feel I have got to the point where my condition, I understand myself better and I accept it. Before, I didn't want to accept it, therefore I couldn't deal with it. Just know you're not alone, and there's people out there who have the same condition. No matter how bad you feel and how alone you feel, know that you're not alone. And know that even though you may not have exactly every, sign or every, effect of this disorder as I do, it doesn't mean that you're different or off the wall disorder. It means that your body is just different and you deal with it differently than I do, or somebody else that actually, has it too. So, with that being said, if you do not have anyone to talk to, comment below and just see how many people will pop up, and you will have them, maybe you can meet somebody in the comments below that also shares the same problem, and I will comment too, and we can, be friends and support each other, and hopefully, you don't feel alone, because that is the worst feeling, and I have not felt alone. Well, there is times when my episodes do hit that I do feel alone, and I feel like even though I have people here that I know is here for me, I still feel alone. So I just want you to know that. Comment below and you're not alone. No matter what, I will always be here to talk to you and comment. I may not comment right away, but I will comment back. And hopefully other people will, and we can all deal with this together because we're not alone. You have to first realize you're unique and you're special and you're strong. Once you realize this, you can and will get through this. It's honestly a struggle, but we can do it. We will do it together. And as always, guys, mwah.